Hello, my dear friends of Symphonic Brass Music, and welcome to what I did last summer. As you all know, last summer was a bit shit because of this all pandemic bullshit. And no, not bullshit, just pandemic shit. And as you might know, I used last summer to rebuild the whole tracking room and this room, the control room actually. And just wanted to talk about what we did, so you don't have to watch all these bunch of smartphone videos, iPhone videos I did last year, but you'd actually get one video where I talk, and I just have my phone here for the pictures. I'm gonna show you as well. So we started in April. I just had this idea in April where the lockdown's been going on for like 3 weeks or something. Where I just said, well, okay, I need to do something. My wife took care about the kids at home, and I just went to the studio for a few hours every day and started tearing down the walls. We already did a few things. So we had this vocal booth constructed with these feathers and sitting on this rubber things. So the vocal booth already been isolated, and the back wall, which you see in the video, the violet wall and the white wall on the left, already been the frames already been done, but there's no insulation behind it, so we had to tear down all that. These walls are MDF, and the ceiling is just one layer of plaster, which we tear down completely because this has not been insulated at all. So the ceiling's been crap. And the wall, which you see on the back on this picture with these glass things, that hasn't been touched at all, as well as the wall to the control room where you see the window and the doors. So then we started framing. It's been like this. I've went to the market every once in a while where I got some money from my second job, and bought material just to build. And so we never had all the materials at once, just bought them occasionally. So then we started framing the window wall, which I'm going to call a window wall now. And you see these things poking out of the wall. These are the feathers which support the walls. And you see these black things lying on the floor. These are rubber. That's rubber where the wall is standing on. So there is no direct connection to the outer wall. And we put up the frame. That's been really, really easy to do. And so we did the same thing on the wall for the control behind the control room, and started putting up some of these MDF things on the wall, which I nicked from just other walls. They have not been bought new. They're just recycled. Try to recycle as much as possible. And we started building up these walls, and you see with a soft box supporting the light. And then the tricky thing's been putting up the ceiling coming up next. But here you see I bought some OSB boards, and we put them up as the construction, as the very first layer on walls. The thing about the walls and the ceiling is that there's MDF or OSB, like these wooden. I don't know if this is actually the English word, but these are just these wooden boards. And then on top of that, there's 2 layers of plaster. So there's 2 different materials that with 2 different densities, because that helps for insulation. And all walls and the ceiling now have no connection to the outer to the outer walls or the outer ceiling. So yeah, on the floor you see I started constructing the ceiling because the ceiling is angled. For acoustic reasons, I wanted the ceiling to be angled as much as possible, and this has been a real dig to get up there. So yeah, what's up next? Let me see, because I built something for my kids in between. Yeah, and then I just put up the ceiling. Really difficult to do. And here we are. Then it's up there. Horrible to put this up. And it was even more horrible to put up the boards there. We've been 3 guys coming up later. So here you see the ceiling. It's just these feathers holding up this wooden frame, which lies on the outer wall again on rubber. So the ceiling has no connections to the walls and no connections to the concrete ceiling above. So it's completely floating. And yeah, you see this construction there, which looks really odd, but I tried to get as much non-parallels into this room as possible, but there are these concrete slabs, so there's not much space to work with. And I tried to do my best. Then this part has been a real dig again, to put this up in this angle. It's been really difficult, but there it is. And you see these white plaster boards. These are not painted finally. These are just recycled from the vocal booth. And because I have these MDF boards behind it, it's really easy to screw them in. But you have a whole lot of uneven holes left, which you have to fill with some sort of, I don't know if it's been the best idea. I should have just thrown it away, bought new plaster and put it up on with new material in one go. But yeah, there you go. That's what I did there. And then I have to scroll down a few family photos because we went on holiday. And I actually did some work in here as well, why we had all this construction going on. And about a whole bunch of rock wall and stuff, especially for the ceiling. Then we got help from a beloved friend from Nico and the Sinister Blues, Nico, and we put up the boards for the ceiling, which is really hard work because all the day it just like that screwing in, and wow, really hard work. But we managed it and got the boards up in just one day. All the wooden boards have been up on just one single day. It's been a really great work. And then the room started to be done and started to get finished. But the last days are always the most horrible days. And you spend hours and hours cutting plasterboard and putting it somewhere. What you see on this picture is the blue ones, is especially acoustic plasterboard, which is more heavy but has a better insulation than the white one, but it's way more expensive. So I bought the blue one especially for the ceiling because I just wanted to have one layer up because I don't want the ceiling to come down as much. And on the walls I didn't care, so they are 2 layers of the normal gray plasterboards. And put them up with help and put them up with some friends. And on this picture you can see the second layer. And something I learned which is important is that if you do 2 layers of plasterboard, you do one in the one direction. So I went for horizontally, and the other one is vertically. And yeah, so you see the first layer of the first boards of the second layer, and you see the blue ones on the ceiling as well. again, been really, really hard to put these plasterboards on the ceiling, but we managed it. And then we went on, and it's just been these little patches to do, which took me days because I didn't want to, and I always had to. And then to fill the holes, it's this. It's been like weeks until I got it finally done. And you see these new lights already installed. And then I bought these Vicoustic panels, my first panels, first proper panels of hopefully a lot coming into this room, which are diffusers. No absorption yet by Vicoustic. These are just diffusers, which made the room sound so much better. I don't know where this better sound is coming from, but I'm really, really happy how this room sounds. And the greatest work of it all was just painting it black, painting the ceiling black, getting it finally done. And it took days, but it was so worth it. And I start getting done. And by June, we're in June now on this picture, you see the last few blue and gray plasterboards, which might already be for the control room. I put them there for the control room, and but you see, I'm getting somewhere with the white paint as well, and been great to do. And then I moved in. Then I put all the stuff back into the tracking room and started painting around it, because I need space for the control room. Went on holiday between this and after my family holiday, which has been a great holiday out of everything. Don't care about anything. I love holidays, especially last year. Where are we? A lot of holiday pictures you don't see, but I see. Enjoying to see these pictures again. So I started tearing down this room. It's been a lot of work to tear everything down out of here. But then again, Nico came and we did exactly the same. Wooden framing, wooden boards, plaster boards on top, 2 layers. No, it's just 1 layer. Is it 1 layer? It's just 1 layer. Yeah, we just did 1 layer in here because I didn't care as much. So the reason why I did this, on the first picture here, you see there's a radiator, and to this radiator there are obviously pipes, and these pipes are connected to the studio next door and to the studio upstairs, and you could hear some stuff over the pipes. So I just hid the pipes behind a new wall, which is working out pretty great. And we did exactly the same as we did over with wood plaster painting, and then it's been done. Put down some floors, put in the racks, wired everything, and here we are. Here we are on the 21st of January 2021. You will see that video someday later. And I'm now waiting for the acoustic plans supported by Vicoustic. So I know where to put which panel in this room. Then I'm going to buy them one after each other. Make this room great. Make the room over great sounding. And then the studio is done. I mean, it's done already because this room sounding okay. Will sound way better in a few weeks, a few days. And the tracking room sounds great as well. And I'm going to show you now the pictures I did with my lovely intern and assistant, Paul, of the tracking room, which is sounding awesome and looking great, I think. Obviously, there's stuff missing, but no, it's great. and everything else is just minor improvement. So it took me like a year or something, including all the time I needed for my family. I went on holiday and I worked a whole lot. So I think if you take all that out, I would say half a year. And I don't know how much money I put in. I seriously don't know. I would say around 4,000 to 5,000 euro, which went in yet. So yeah, don't know, but I guess around that. I hope that's been a bit helpful or a bit interesting for you. If you have any particular questions, leave them down below in the comment section. Thumbs up as well, and hit that subscribe button for more. Thanks very much for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.